Okay, I bought a new blade for the table saw. The one I've been buying is just been the cheaper ones. So I don't know if this. The only thing I could tell you on my if it's actually considered as a review is that only thing I can tell you that between a cheap and a good blade, there's a difference in them, which it's going to be a difference in them. But I thought I'd go ahead and put it on there anyways because I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to demonstrate a little bit and see how I feel about it. This one here, I picked this up. I think everybody that picks up these blades, um, they're picking them up from this company here, Tools Today. Tools Today. So, tongue twisted there, you know. And this one here is a 60-inch or 60 tooth Amana Tool. That's what the name of the tools are. And they had an 80, but it was a little bit more expensive than what the 60 was. I've been using a 60 for a while on some of the other blades I bought, but I've never had no high-end blade like this, like an industrial blade, something that could tell the difference in the cuts. Mine is just basically gnawing through a piece of wood when you pick them up at Lowe's or something like that. So I thought I'd give myself a chance and update a little bit and see, since I've been using the saw a lot more. I mean, here lately I've been using it a good bit. So it probably would be a lot easier on my saw by having a good sharp blade, something that can cut through the wood, because I was starting to cut with using hardwood like oak, ash, things like that. So to keep from damaging my saw, I figured, well, I'll just go ahead and start buying a little bit better blades so it won't be so hard on them. Okay, let's see. Let me open it up here, and they got it blue. I guess it's some kind of protection for it, of course. This one here will do a cut off and cross cut. It's for a 10-inch, 10-inch table saw, and well, I guess you can use it for a couple other tools too, as long as it's 10-inch, and it's got a 60 tooth on it, so it's actually good for a couple different types of wood. You can use it for plywood, a couple of different things. I'm not going to get into the specs that you can look at up online and stuff, but I've never had an industrial blade before. I've never used one. Okay, so it's going to be a big difference for me just once I go ahead and start cutting with it. So, and that's the thing. So we'll go ahead and change that blade over, and I'm going to run some oak through it and see what it's going to do. I'm for sure it's going to do a lot better than what I got. I've been buying my blades at like Lowe's, Home Depot, places like that, just the cheaper blade for 20, 30 bucks. And that's what this is a Craftsman. They had them on sale up there, and I'm like, well, it'd be good for what I'm doing, but I decided to buy something a little bit better. All right, let's take this one out and see what it's going to do. This somewhere here. There you go. I mean, it's a beautiful looking blade. I don't know a whole lot about it. Like I said, this is the first one I've ever owned. But we'll give it a try, and we're going to see what this thing will do. Okay. Okay, find a piece of oak here. Now it's pretty rough. Now you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, you can see where I cut before and it would burn it. So we're going to see what this thing's going to do. This is pretty hard wood. This is oak, so it's pretty rough there. Wow, I can see. Let that thing stop. Now you can see this is right here is one of the old blades, and you can see how it cut, and the old blades leave the marks in them. And then this right here is the new blade. You don't even see anything in that blade. That's how sweet that blade cuts. So really nice blade, and I think I'm going to get plenty of use out of it. And like I said, you can tell the difference in them. You know what I mean? It's amazing. And this is the way it was before. So pretty much didn't leave anything in there. Pretty nice, really nice blade. Really nice blade. Okay. Okay, now you can see the difference in these two cuts. I mean, from the blade I actually had in there before, and then of course the new blade. I think I'm going to really like this and get some use out of it. It didn't take much at all to cut through here, but I thought I did understand one thing about the blade is the industrial blade. Of course, you can tell. I don't know. Well, you can probably see it. Let me see. The industrial blade is actually. This ain't the industrial. This is just regular, but it is a lot thinner. Okay, so this blade is going to be a lot lighter than what the industrial blade is. The blade is going to be heavier. So I did look it up and seen some people made comments about putting industrial blades because they're thicker and heavier on your saw to make sure that you have enough horsepower to run it. So if you're running something maybe under 2 horsepower, you might want to think about putting one of these blades on, because or just check in and make sure, because I'm not absolutely for sure. I'm hearing different stories that people are talking about, to run a heavier blade, of course you have to have a bigger machine, a bigger table saw. Some of the lower end table saws, you probably don't want to run that blade on there. That's what my opinion would be, to just double check and make sure, because you don't want to go spend the money for this blade and you can't use it. That's not a good thing. So okay, that's a new update for me for the table saw, and we're going to do some cutting, and we're going to get some things done. I really want to get into using this blade here. So okay, thanks for watching.